I am assistant professor of African diaspora dance forms. So I teach Afro-Brazilian dance, I teach reconstructing ring shout course, and I teach modern 2A, which is Sylvester dance technique. And I also do a lot of research. My research is in spiritual dances of the African diaspora. So this past week, we've had the pleasure and privilege of having Werx here, teaching the students from Saturday, October 14th, through today, which is Saturday, October 22nd or 21st. And through this process, Marcus has been able to bring in Nicole Williams, who's also a member of the company, providing workshops, providing discussions, providing dance for camera, exercises and activities for students. And the huge focus of this week has been the residency and setting a new work on the students. So the workshops have entailed house, some voguing, jazz, and through these processes, the students have been able to explore dance forms that have been very familiar to them and some dance forms that they have no familiarity with at all. And so many of the students came from different classes. The jazz class from Audrey Barron and Karen came together to take Marcus's workshop in voguing. My Afro-Brazilian class, alongside some community members of Charlotte, was an open session, came in to experience house movements with Marcus, and as well as some jazz classes with Nicole Williams. So the students have been raving about the workshops that have been offered. They've been saying things like it's given them an opportunity to explore new movement qualities, to really get to know a side of themselves that they don't necessarily get to explore in some of their regular classes here, because of the dialogue that happens between and the history that is given through the movement, through the teaching of the movement, because all of these dance forms come out of the richness of culture. And the students have just been really eager to dive in and explore more. All right, so the practicum has been with 10 students within the dance department that have been selected to work with Marcus White in creating a new work. And so what I really appreciated was that Marcus did not start with movement. He started with dialogue and really getting to know each of the students, who's in the room, who is giving to the project, and actually starting with what is the agreement amongst the group. What are we exploring? What are we going to do to make this as safe as an environment as possible, and accountability? And through that, the piece developed from that moment on. So the students have incorporated some of the things they've been doing in the workshops with Marcus into the piece that was set. And the students have also been able to give their voice through their writing, through their discussions, through how they're feeling, what it means to be living this life on this path in different pathways. And so the students have had an opportunity to dig in, to actually also give a part or be a voice in the dance piece that Marcus has created. The students have worked very hard, some days for 6 hours per day, creating this work with Marcus, and Marcus really just digging deep and pulling from the students as much as possible. We've had a student, Davian Robinson, DJ, who is sight impaired, so he can't see, and he has opened up in ways that I've never seen before, in really giving tools and instruments for the other students in the room to understand his perspective of movement. And I think this dance has a foundation in that sense of what that means to move through space, move through life without knowing sometimes. Not knowing what's in front of you, per se, literally and also just figuratively. And the students have taken these ideas that they discuss on these days with Marcus in their discussions, in their writing, and the piece has flourished in this way.